I'm Dr. I'll start with my case.
Yes.
The patient, Mrs. X, a 37-year-old primi gravida, married since 3 years, spontaneously conceived out of a non-consanguineous marriage, 31 plus 5 weeks of gestation. She was referred from a secondary healthcare center in view of raised blood pressure and altered mental status. Her LMP was 28th of November and her estimated delivery date was 3rd of September. The patient was apparently all right one day ago when she had complaints of vomiting, headache, blurring of vision, and epigastric pain. She had 2 to 3 episodes of projectile vomiting. The headache was persistent, predominantly in the frontal region, and it was not relieved on over the counter medications. She had complaints of bilateral pitting edema extending up to the knees since the last 2 to 3 days, and the edema persisted throughout the day. She did not have any other complaints. She was admitted in a.
So what other complaints can you will ask in a negative history if a patient who comes with records of high BP and vomiting, headache, any other complaints which would you like to know from the patient?
I would ask for complaints of palpitations or breathlessness if she has any. If there are complications related to the hypertension that she has.
Yes.
I would ask for episodes of seizures if she has had any. I would ask the relative that if she has had any episodes of seizures.
Anything else? What about the perception of fetal movement? Any bleeding PV, any leaking PV?
I would definitely ask her for pain in abdomen, bleeding PV, or any perception of decreased fetal movements as well in her obstetric complex. Yes.
Please continue.
She was admitted in a secondary care center in view of the above complaints, where her blood pressure was found to be 200 by 120 millimeters of mercury, for which primary treatment, that is IV labetalol and magnesium sulfate loading dose, was given. And she was transferred to a tertiary care hospital, that is KM Hospital, in an ambulance. In the ambulance, the patient had one episode of seizure, which was observed by the husband, and who described it to be the GTCS type. The seizures were associated with frothing of mouth, followed by an altered mental status. The patient was drowsy ever since the episode of seizures. In her history, she was a newly diagnosed case of gestational hypertension 3 weeks ago, where an incidental blood pressure of 150 by 100 was found on her routine ANC visit. With no proteinuria, and she was started on tablet labetalol 100 mg twice a day, and she was discharged to community care. The patient was compliant with her medications. There was no history of pain in abdomen, no history of bleeding or leaking PV, no history of decreased fetal movements, no history of breathlessness or palpitations or chest pain, no history suggestive of focal neurological deficit, no history of high-grade fever or neck stiffness. There was no history of easy fatigability or breathlessness on exertion. She was also not a known case of seizure disorder. There was otherwise no significant medical or surgical history. In her obstetric history, she had conceived spontaneously. She was antenatally registered. Her NT-NB scan was done, which was suggestive of raised uterine artery PI. In view of that, she was started on tablet aspirin 150 mg since March 23. That is at 4 months of gestation. The malformation scan was within normal limits. She was compliant to iron folic acid tablets. As mentioned before, she was diagnosed with gestational hypertension 3 weeks ago, and she was compliant with her tablet labetalol. Post that, she was irregular with her antenatal follow-up, and her follow-up growth scans at 28 weeks were not done. Her menstrual history had regular cycles, moderate blood flow, and no history of dysmenorrhea or menorrhagia. There is no significant past history. She was a housewife by occupation, following a vegetarian diet with normal bowel and bladder habits. She belonged to a lower middle class on the socioeconomic classification. There was no significant family history as well. There was no history of hypertension in the mother or the family members. No history of diabetes mellitus or seizure disorders in family members. On general examination, the patient was drowsy, responding only to deep pain stimuli and not following verbal commands. She was afebrile. That height was 150 centimeters. Pre-pregnancy weight was 68 kgs, coming up to a BMI of 30 kg per meter square. Bilateral pedal edema was present. There was grade 2 pitting edema. There was no evidence of pallor, icterus. She was mildly icteric and no evidence of cyanosis.